It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert. Oh yeah, we're back. Perfect Match Season 2, Reality Alert. I'm Max Geyser. This is Ben Overzet, wrapping up the first week of Perfect Match Season 2.
That's
Here
right.
we go.
And we've already got a Harry crying scene already.
This is real. This is the changed Harry Jowsey, Ben.
Yeah, that's right. You can sense the genuinity in Harry.
I can't believe Dom said that. Well, Dom is also a very genuine person.
Very genuine. So genuine.
He's really
He cries too.
He cries too, and they're all real tears.
Oh.
Oh, these poor boys.
Why me? Like, of all people.
Why Harry? Why Dom?
I will say the one good thing to come out of Jake's appearance on this show was calling out Dom for being a crybaby.
Yes.
I did like that. That was funny.
Yes. Well, ding dong, the witch is dead. Harry Potter pun intended. Dom has
classic Harry Potter quote.
He got Avada Kedavra or whatever and flew out of the house.
Great.
There we go. He's gone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. He's gone.
But unfortunately, Justin is here, and he's just as boring as Dom ever was.
Yeah, but we at least we didn't have to. We haven't already seen a season of Justin on this show, so you know
that's true.
It's a new punishment.
Yes,
at least it's a diverse punishment.
Oh, so sad.
I know. Well, there's still a lot of funny stuff that happened on these episodes, so should we just get into it? I'm excited to talk about it because a lot of shit happened.
Let's do it.
We are, of course, live right now on YouTube, on Twitch, on Twitter, and on Instagram. The best places are YouTube and on Instagram, youtube.com/Reality Alert, and on Instagram, Reality Alert Podcast. Usually going live around 1:30 for the second week's episode. Catch us on Friday at 1:30 p.m. PST, and on Saturday probably around the same time, we think. But check Instagram for announcements. Those are our predicted times, but things could change if we get a guest or something like that. So definitely,
if we just don't feel like it,
or if we don't fucking feel like it, you know.
Yeah,
what if
we don't owe anyone anything? Okay.
Yeah. What if we quit? Yeah. What if we were just like no more?
We're our own bosses.
Yes. So, but subscribe and shit, you know.
Feels good to get that off my chest.
Yes.
I can do whatever I want.
Totally. Anyway, Chris talks about being that he wasn't a stripper. He says he was a burlesque dancer.
We have a lot in the Netflix reality universe. We have a lot of people confusing strippers with burlesque dancers. We had Zach in Love Is Blind doing that.
This comes up a lot. It went ding 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 in my head. Ding ding ding. Here we go.
It's very bizarre. Do you think he was in that Star Wars burlesque show that everybody's talking about?
Yeah, I know. That show, it's like they pay all the influencers to go to it. Yeah. You know, do other people go to the Star Wars burlesque show besides influencers and YouTubers, or is it?
I haven't met a single person in my life. But
is it a networking event for influencers?
It is.
Now, do we think that it's probably like a nefarious cult or something? Is it like Shin-Yun?
Oh, the Star Wars. Yeah. It's like the 7M TikTok cult.
Yeah. It's like the 7M TikTok cult's Shin-Yun. You know, something like that.
Right. Oh, right. I forgot that the Shin-Yun one was also.
Yeah, Shin-Yun is the Falun Gong.
Yeah.
Like people don't understand that it's not like good.
Yeah, massive like abuse
Because
through their
it
entire
comes from the
cast.
Epoch Times, who are just like all so bad.
Yes,
They're
yes.
all connected. Shenyun is not good.
And now Star Wars Burlesque is in
And
the
now Star Wars Burlesque is the new
Oh!
one. We've cracked the gaze.
Wow. So Jabba the Hutt is clearly the cult leader. And
Yeah.
they're all in chains when they're not on stage.
You know, I've been watching The Church. Have you seen the TikTok cult show?
I'm like 3 episodes in. It's a tough one to get through because
Isn't there only 3 episodes?
I just keep going, oh, you fucking idiots. You know, then I get stressed and then I turn it off.
Isn't there only 3 episodes?
Is there? I don't think there is.
Oh, there's more? Oh, I thought there's only 3 episodes. Oh, I'm excited.
Maybe I'm crazy.
I've only seen 2 episodes.
Well, now I
thought that I was 2/3 through.
Now I gotta look this up.
Yeah, you gotta look this up. We're talking about it. I feel bad about watching it because last time I checked, it's number 1 on Netflix and Perfect Match is number 2. And I'm like, we're fighting against our own show. If Perfect
Match, 3
Match,
episodes, so I guess maybe I watched them all.
You're like, oh, I have to stop. I can't watch anymore.
Man, what does that say about the show?
You got to the end of Perfect Match. Oh, you got to the end of Perfect Match episode 6, and you're like, I'm too stressed out. I have to stop.
Did it not have a good enough conclusion?
Until Friday.
I got to the very end of Killers of the Flower Moon, which is like a 3.5 hour movie. And right at the 3:29 mark, I said, I can't do it anymore.
I'll finish next week.
I'll finish next week. Next year.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm not going to watch the 3rd episode in hopes that me not finishing it will help the metrics to boost Perfect Match season 2 to the top, to boost our podcast to the top.
Yes. You got to play the Perfect Match game too. That'll help boost the metrics.
Yeah, definitely. You got to play the Perfect Match digital game. Yes.
Yes.
All right. So yes, Dom comes back alone. Harry says Tolu hit the red button. That's why she wasn't there. Jess says there is no red button. Shut up. Do we think there's a red button that we don't know about?
I hope so.
You know, I'm starting to think that there's an emergency button if these women feel unsafe. Do you think there's a red button?
There should be one.
There should be.
There should be like a little Netflix red button that, you know, has the little N on it, and you click it and it goes dun.
And then somebody gives you a jetpack and you can just burst through the roof to get away from these people.
Vanessa comes in on a jet ski and saves you.
Yes.
IS Hawaii style.
Could you imagine how uncomfortable this show would be if Vanessa Lachey was there with Nick?
Just crying all the time, making everything about herself, wanting babies.
Yeah. Well, also, I just think that like Nick can hang out there while like they all like make out and like hook up with each other, and he's just like, yeah, like I'm like here. But I feel like Vanessa would be like, oh, we used to do that. Like, watch us do it with you. Like, we're gonna do this stuff too. Like, Nick, do a body shot off of me also. You know, like
it doesn't fit the vibe
first time, you know, and they'd be like, this is weird. Like Nick is just kind of like a dude hanging out, you know?
He's like a dorky dad that's babysitting right now. That's kind of how Nick has been this season.
Yeah.
He's saying Mr. Deeds quotes. He's making bad puns. He's making jokes about giving CPR. I mean, it's, you know, he's in a dorky dad mode.
But it's not
got a Hawaiian shirt and
but that could be creepy, and it's not. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, they don't feel weird about it. Like, it's chill.
No. He's just dorky. That's
yes.
all. In a good way.
Tolu, so Elise learns she's going on a date, and Tolu is going on a date. Tolu says that she's sent herself on a date, but it really feels like Dom sent her on the date.
Yeah.
I
it's
think
like just like that he broke up with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is how Tolu described her experience with Dom.
It's so easy to look at the packaging and it's so pretty, and then you open up the box and you realize it's shit in a pretty box. That was my experience.
Yeah, I mean, that's a nicer way of putting it than I would.
Oh yeah, we've said much worse on season 1 recaps. It's been pretty bad.
So Jake arrives guys, don't feel bad for him about his experience on this show or the Ultimatum because his DMs are full, okay? But he lets us know at the end of this, his DMs are open. They're not full. So you can DM him.
It's confusing. Do I DM him? Do I not?
Someone who, didn't need people to DM him, I feel like wouldn't keep mentioning that they're open to DMs and that they need people to DM them to find dates.
Right.
They wouldn't try to solicit randos to DM them. They would feel comfortable in their ability to date people.
I think that's where Jake feels most comfortable, is in those DMs.
With randos.
With randos, yeah.
With fans. He's what they call, I don't call him this. Maybe I don't call people this. Fan fucker.
Oh, okay.
Maybe but do we think Jake?
I've never heard that exact term, but yeah.
Well, that's what people call Cousin Greg from Secession.
I've heard that. Yes.
Yeah, he's a notable, but people call him a fan fucker.
Yeah,
notable fan fucker. Another person that's hilarious that has fans. I like his work, but it
is funny.
Like, do people have T-shirts with it on? Like, oh, I'm his fan.
Yeah.
Yes. So they work out in the jungle gym. This is pretty sick. If I were ever go to the gym, I only want to go to the jungle gym.
Max, you've probably seen this jungle gym before because we follow all these reality folks on Instagram. It's all over the timeline all the time. Like, everyone goes to this stupid Instagram gym in order to take pictures of them, like holding up one of the weights.
I think I see people working out and my eyes glaze over.
Yeah, you just see a standard workout.
But I think I saw
I'm like, it's wood.
I think I saw the Flintstones car and I was like, ugh! Everything else I was like, I don't care about. But the Flintstones car, that was cool.
Yeah, you pedal with your feet.
Yeah, but I like this very Love is Blind conversation that they have. It's very Love is Blind, where she'll do the cooking and he'll fix the stove. Classic cult of domesticity, gender roles. She'll stay at home wearing the apron. He'll go be a mechanic and earn.
Yes, trads. Yes.
Because of trad wives. Woo!
Oh, gotta ask permission from the father-in-law.
I thought that Handmaid's Tale was a Hulu show, but I think that maybe we're gonna get some crossover into Netflix.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely.
Yes, that'd be cool. Maybe we'll do a reality show based on it and see how it goes over.
Netflix bringing back the gender norms.
Let's do it. That's what all the Love is Blind conversations are like. They're like, so I'll be a little trad wife and you'll somehow make enough money for us to have 4 kids with your low-level job.
I want so many babies. I want 7 babies. I want 12 babies. I want 22 babies. I just wanted all the babies in the world.
You'll be an influencer with 70,000 followers and somehow this will work.
I'm 36 years old, but I know I can still have 17 babies. We can make it work.
Back at the house, Jess says it's really good with Harry, almost too good to be true. And Micah says that's what Elise said. Well, Jess isn't Elise. She's short and brunette. She has wife vibes, okay?
Majorly different story.
Majorly different.
A blonde who no one wants to marry. Nobody, no in vitro babies ever want to marry a blonde. We all know this.
And Elise is a giantess, okay? She is so tall compared to Jessica, okay?
Yes.
So back off.
It's huge.
Kaz and Micah seem to not know if they are going to be more invested or not because they don't want to get hurt. They don't want to get hurt because their feelings are so genuine. These two, their chemistry is off the charts.
Yes.
It's going to be true love.
It's, they're playing such a good loving game. They really are.
Yeah. Elise and Justin. This guy, wallpaper, molasses, what other boring stuff? Dom,
Dom. Yeah, just Dom. Just Dom 2.0.
Yeah, he tries to give himself a backstory, which I appreciate. He's like, I'm not just boring. I'm also anxious and nervous and afraid of women. I'm like, oh, that's good for the show.
Right.
Great.
So just like Jake.
Yeah.
Glad we got two at the same time.
At least we knew that if Jake had somehow stayed, he could fly off the handle sometimes.
Yes, well, get him sloppy enough, and
I know. I was like, just keep giving Jake some alcohol. Come on.
Yeah. Jake has never shined more than when, like, that first night on the ultimatum where he got absolutely sloshed. Like that was peak Jake.
This date. Well, first of all,
I was in the pool.
Definite shrinkage. Palooza.
Yes.
Because
then when they started eating, he was like, "No soup for you." It's like, okay, we get it.
All right, but could you pick two more boring people to go on a date with each other? Is that why they were like, "Oh, these two would do well together"? Because then we don't have to
even take the cold bath. She didn't even jump into it.
Oh, but she's naughty. She's crazy. I'm like, crazy. You're a skier. Aren't you used to cold temperatures? Like, what? Do you not even ski? Is your whole life a lie?
Yeah. So first Xanthi with not participating in the kissing challenge. Now we got the fucking cold water thing. She won't do that.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't know. So everybody returns. Nick Lachey comes and even he is, big on the shrinkage thing. He's like, I wouldn't want to do that. Back in my day, we also had shrinkage problems, It
was weird how he came out with like a microphone this time. And he was like, what's the deal with shrinkage?
Yeah. So they play Truth or Dare. And Steven puts Alara in his top 3 sex positions, and in each one it was weird. It was like the first one was 1 foot in his mouth, and like the second one was both feet in his mouth, and the third one was also just both feet in his mouth.
Yeah, I'm starting to think he likes the feet in his mouth.
I think that's it, but I'm not sure.
I'm not just out here looking for toes. I promise.
I don't know, Steven. I think you might.
He might be
in your mouth.
I kept thinking she was going to lift him up on the platforms of her feet. They were going to do some sort of, gymnastics move or something.
It's like aerial toe sucking.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yes. Do you ever see that theater production in like New York from Argentina where they swim on like on the ceiling? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Ooh, no, that sounds cool.
Alex, do you know what I'm talking about where they swim on the ceiling? It's like she would swim on the ceiling and he would just watch her feet, and then she would plunge through the top and he would suck on her toes.
Oh my God. Wow.
Fuerza Bruta, I think it was called. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Anyway, let's look at some of the fun ones. Tolu dares Chris to give a lap dance to who?
Axel.
What? Oh, Axel, yes. Who he fancies the most. And he picks her. Wow, Jake does not like this one.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Kaz gave a better lap dance, I'm just going to say. I thought this was a little
I thought so too. Yeah.
It's a little lack of no rhythm, just kind of, I don't know.
It's tough. I mean, he didn't have music, I don't think, either, which is kind of awkward.
I don't think Kaz did either, and he just did a good job.
That's true. Kaz can hear the music in his head better, I'm guessing.
Well, can I just say, I don't know if Chris, really did lap dances because he was more of a burlesque dancer. So he was probably just doing things where he would remove one long glove,
You know what he needed in order to get going was da 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 da.
Star Wars music?
Yeah.
Oh, the Star Wars burlesque show.
I'm waiting for you to get the joke. I'm like, Max, come on. How many beats do I have to do of this song?
Dude, it was a callback. So far, I don't even get it.
We've been a whole 19 minutes since the last time I talked about it.
Dude, I'm like a goldfish. I love second by second.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
That's you. And then Chris and Tolu make out. Man, these two, true love.
They're gaming hard.
I think Tolu is genuinely.
Tolu is genuine. Tolu's always genuine.
I know. It's like, Tolu, please wake up.
Yeah.
I mean, she kind of knows what's going on, but she doesn't.
Yeah.
He's good.
I'm just not buying it. Yeah, I'm not buying it from Chris.
He's good. He's good.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's a bad person, but he's good. Jake, he says this great line to Tolu. Everyone is talking to someone else, so I wanted to get to know you a little more. Isn't that what every girl
Oh my God. Sweep me off my feet.
How romantic. Oh my God.
How romantic.
Hashtag my lord.
I mean, wow.
Yeah. Tolu's like, take me back to the wood gym.
Yeah.
Take me back.
Yeah, Tolu says that she hates a guy that doesn't take the initiative.
That'll get her drier than the Sahara Desert.
Wow.
Makes
her arid.
Yeah.
Wow. Alara and Jake, whatever, it's boring. But she says she wants to stick with Steven. She says she needs a man with fashion sense, and at the top he was wearing was a major no-no.
Okay.
Wow.
It's just a black tank top.
Yeah, it needs to have a bunch of cutouts like her stuff. She needs to have camo pants and a bathing suit with like a weird necklace, and everything has to have cutouts. Okay.
I heard she likes those. She likes those shirts with the arrows on them, and it says "I'm with stupid." And then he like walks next to the person. She starts cracking up.
Oh, that's funny.
You're stupid.
Oh, that was a joke.
Stupid now. Look now, Harry's stupid. Look now, the host Nick is stupid.
I've never heard anything like a joke before.
So dumb.
Yeah. When Jake and Micah are talking, Maria pointed out that like he was leaning in and she was totally to her side, slowly inching away, trying to escape. Please save me. Please.
Ooh, this is fun. We've got Charlie Gapper here in the chat. Charlie says he's a resident UK listening. He's horrified by our accents.
He must be talking about our American accents because they're so foreign he can't understand. So he wants us to talk like this the whole show. Like Harry Jowjay.
You understand now, love? You understand?
I want to talk like this. Dog and bone, apples and pears. They use Cockney.
Yeah, cheerio, love.
Micah and Justin. Wow, this is where it gets really steamy. Micah tells us she likes Kaz, but she's afraid of being hurt because he's a player. So she thinks if she explores things with someone else, it could be a good test for them. But how about the fact that this guy just looks like a nerdy version of Paul? That doesn't have anything to do with it, right?
He really
it all has to do with Kaz.
He looks a lot like Paul.
No, it's just that she needs to test her relationship with Kaz.
Yeah.
Not that it's a hotter version of Paul. Less serial killer vibes.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
So their Harry Potter is basketball. Okay.
Oh.
They discuss like instead of houses, NBA team. They think it's special that they both like basketball.
They paint their nails Celtics colors.
Yeah. She says her and Kaz are taking it day by day, but she's looking to explore things. Wow, rules for thee, but not for me, Micah.
Apparently so.
Elise and Kaz. Micah thinks it's weird that Micah is So Elise thinks it's weird that Micah's chatting with Justin, so she goes to Kaz to try to kind of sabotage things. And she's like, "How are you feeling about Micah, Kaz? Because she's chatting with Justin. I'm kind of interested." And Kaz is like, I know you're trying to sabotage me. Let me go talk to Micah. It's like everyone knows how transparent what Elise is doing.
Yeah, it was not subtle at all.
No.
This Kaz and Micah situation, though, it's falling apart just bit by bit here in this first episode.
Yeah, like
bleeds into the next one. Yeah,
but it's kind of funny though, because like what Elise ends up doing just pushes them together, because then they have that conversation and they're like, we do want to stick together.
We gotta keep gaming.
They had this honest conversation about their love,
right?
That they want to make it
4 trips around the world.
Then they have such good chemistry.
Yeah,
they're so good.
It's beautiful. It was just like Dom and George's chemistry last season. It's beautiful.
Yes, I can see these two getting married and having babies.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope Micah proposes to Kaz.
He lives in London. I just saw on Instagram she moved to LA, so I know that it's going to work out.
Wow, she's all over the place. Arizona, Seattle, LA.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows what's going on with her? So they match up. Alara and Dom. Dom says, from the very first day I knew you were my type. You like Harry Potter and you are a fashion designer. I think you are my person and this could be something. Does this guy have any substance whatsoever?
No,
he does not.
So remember the first time we talked about the Harry Potter houses? So I was thinking like maybe we could be a match.
Maybe we could get married and you could be my wife and you could like be my trad wife. Do you think we could do that?
You could like paint my nails.
Yeah, that could be really cool. Like what? We like he's so bad at this. Like he should have just done the same thing as last season where he just cries all the time and people feel bad for him and he talks less.
I can hear us losing subscribers at a rapid rate right now.
I think they were gonna, because when
listeners, they love Dom. They love him.
He's definitely losing people. When he talks like this, he looks so bad because he's so bad at it.
He's so boring. He's just
but he just looks so stupid. Like being like, yeah, we should match because we have the same interest and I like you because of these very shallow things. So, yeah, it's like you have to like say what you like about like their personality, idiot, not like their interests.
You said your favorite color was green.
I know.
My favorite color is blue, and I think those are pretty close on the rainbow. So I think we're pretty much a perfect match.
No, you can't just list facts, Dom. You can't just list facts.
You're from the Western Hemisphere.
No,
I'm from the Western Hemisphere.
That's an interest trait, not a personality trait.
I like to go outside and go outside. We're both outside right now on the patio. So,
God. Anyway, Steven brings her a pot of flowers. See, that's a move. Because Dom could never think about that.
That's really cool.
That's going the extra mile. How often do you get brought a pot of flowers?
I think that's cute.
Yes. He says
Steal from production. That's adorable.
He says she's a genuinely nice girl and he hasn't had one in his life before. She says we get along well and at this time no one suits me better than you do. Wait. Why didn't he say something like we both like movies and we both are human beings who breathe oxygen. Maybe we should sleep in the same bed tonight. Why didn't they say stuff like that?
It doesn't make sense to me.
I don't understand.
I like to eat food.
You
eat food too. I saw you eating dinner earlier, and so I was like thinking, because I eat food and you eat food, maybe
we match up. Apparently, Steven is such a gentleman that he unties Alara's shoes.
Yeah, that was wild to hear. Does he also pack her little lunches with notes where he says, "I love you, sweetie," with a little heart on the bottom?
I turned to Maria and I was like, "I'm really sorry that I don't untie your shoes. I've been slipping up."
What a piece of shit.
Yeah. I just think that's not very Tradwife, and Tradwife is very in right now.
Do you think he reads her bedtime stories too at night?
Yeah.
before she goes to bed? And then there was this little princess, and guess what her name was? Was it Alara? Yes.
Dom and Elise. Elise is like, I've never spoken to you before. Why did you pull me for a chat? And Dom goes, well, you were matched with Harry when I came in, but you were my type, so I thought I couldn't do anything. That's interesting because I don't think anyone Dom has been with before has looked like Elise. I think they've all been brunette, but
but he's running out of options.
Yes.
He's going around asking people what Harry Potter houses they are.
I love this whole type thing that everybody has. It's like, oh, you're my type. Oh yeah. How did they know this person was my type? And it's like, why can't your type just be like hot? Like, it's like, oh, Kaz knew Holly was I was like, you mean hot girl? Like, what is the type here? Like, oh yeah. Oh, they knew I was into
into the house being like, my type is ogres. It's Shreks. You can't just do that, you know.
They knew my type was hot, promiscuous girls. How did they know?
How did they know?
How did they know there was a girl that was hot and wanted to sleep with me? How did they know? I have no idea. I'm single. She's single. She wants to sleep with me. We got in a bath together. She was sexual with me. How did they know?
This girl's my type.
She's exactly my type. She was all over me. She's exactly. How did they know? It's like, yeah, my type is hot people. Can you believe it? Yeah, but Elise knows what Dom is doing. She says she's no one's second option. Wow. Yas. Yas. Queen Elise. Yas. Queen of boring.
It would have been cool with being Kaz's second option.
Oh, yeah. No, that's different.
But that's different. Yeah.
Yeah, that's different. Tolu and Chris. Chris talks about wanting a real, genuine connection, and Tolu says he puts in effort, and she's willing to put an effort too. Wow, she has really low standards, like really low.
Oh yeah. Yep. And she goes at it so sincerely every time, but it's just like, what are you doing, Tolu?
I know. We want better.
You don't need this. We want better for her.
Yes. Justin and Elise. They match whatever. Dom calls out Harry. He says if everybody he's imploding. Dom cannot believe he's losing again, even though he won last year.
This is like Hermione calling out Harry.
I know. I love that we're supposed to believe that they're best friends, even though they have no
buddies.
We have seen like no interaction between them.
They're best friends.
They're best friends.
They slept with the same girl.
Yes, they're Eskimo best friends.
Yes.
He calls out Harry for not being genuine. If everyone here is supposed to be genuine, then why are you here? But then he won't own up to it. Can you believe it?
I love how he just tries to change the conversation so fast.
He's like, what's
everybody's favorite color?
I was just quoting book 6, page 452.
I was just quoting Prisoner of Azkaban. That's all.
Yeah. Oh. Cedric said it. But Jessica's so uncomfortable. She quotes Chelsea.
I don't like this. Okay? I'm uncomfy.
She's uncomfy.
Oh no.
Our favorite word, one of our favorites.
Do you think Steven needs to tuck her into bed and read her a bedtime story?
Yeah, we'll definitely help her with her shoes tonight if she's uncomfortable. Maybe they're tied. Maybe he tied them too tight this morning.
That's why she's so
all women's shoes.
Is that why she's so uncomfy?
Yeah, she can't untie them herself.
Maybe we should get her slippers.
Do you think he's going to teach everyone how to ride a bicycle one day?
Yeah. Oh, I want to see that scene.
Yeah, he's going to blow up. He's gonna blow up swimmies too. Teach him how to swim.
Yeah. Dom falls off his bike and starts crying, and he has to cuddle Dom. You know.
I didn't want to ride a bike. I never said I wanted to ride a bike. Why am I even here?
Why me? Like, of all people.
You're like a baby in a big man's body.
Oh, she got him.
Wow.
Nailed it. So this is why maybe Jessica shouldn't have messed with Harry, because he's gonna do this. He's gonna emotionally manipulate her until the end of time.
That's right. That's right.
But
the man can cry. The man can turn on those waterworks.
You got to pay to play though if you want to, reap some of his followers.
Very true.
If you want to clout chase, you got to pout chase too.
You got to deal with this.
Yes. If you're going to date a man-child, you have to deal with the child part.
You got to put up with it. Yep.
Yeah. You got to change.
You got to untie the shoes.
Yeah.
You got to read the stories at the end of the night. You got to do it all.
Doesn't she have to just stop worrying about the fact that he's not genuine and just accept the fact that he's not? I mean, wait, even your friends say you're not genuine. It's like, yeah, because he's not. Like, why do you need to keep harping on this? Why can't you
follower?
Why can't you just accept him for who he is, a not genuine person, and date him?
Yeah, accept him for the amount of followers he has.
Accept him, love him for who he is. Take him for who he is, or leave him, but don't.
Yeah.
Dom and Jake leave. Yeah, Jake's not going to cry about it. He's not Dom, but hit him up in his DMs, okay? But they're full, so maybe
I already did. I already hit him up.
I already hit him up, being like, just testing to see if they're actually full, to see if they're lying or not.
Anyways, here's a picture of my feet.
Yeah. Dom cries and says, it's bittersweet leaving. It's not on me, though. No pity party. But cry for me. No pity party, though. Yes. Yes, Alex Lake, that was a Rent reference that I was making. Thank you for catching it. That was just for you. Harry cries on the daybed more to Jess. And this is interesting because just like when he offered Elise a hug and she said no, Jess offers him a hug and he says no. He's like a chameleon.
Wow.
Yes.
Smooth operator.
Wow. Then he says he might leave. He threatens to leave. This guy. Wow.
He could do it too.
I know.
And the whole show would crumble. They'd go bankrupt. Netflix would go bankrupt. The whole company.
I know.
Stock prices would plummet.
So we get over to episode 6, and things are going well for Steven and Alara. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing.
I've never had a guy suck my toes so much.
Wow. Never.
Unties those shoes and he sucks those toes.
Yeah, that must be why he well, that makes sense why he unties the shoes so much, because he's always like, let me get those toes.
Let me get those piggies in my mouth.
Get those piggy wiggies. She's like, I'm in the middle of exercising. I want to walk. He's like, give me those shoes. I'll carry you home with
I'm on the lift, stepper. One step at a time.
Harry and Jess,
right? The lift stepper.
The lift stepper, yes. That's an exercise machinator. Harry and Jess, yeah, they come together and realize that they were both in the wrong last night, but they really want to go forward and make this very serious relationship, not for clout work.
Yes.
Harry's here to find his wife.
I still think he's going to.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that could be our one proposal that we get this year.
Please.
How good would that be?
It sounded like an American, but I hope it's him.
I hope it's him too.
He's like, I'm doing my American accent. I'm Harry Jowsey.
Yes. And then he goes, I'm a father. I'm a father. After she says yes. How great would that scene be?
It'd be incredible. And then we get like a fucking
Hello, Autumn. I'm your new dad. It's me, Harry.
we get like a horror themed reality show about Harry Jowsey being someone's dad.
But that would be a great show.
I know.
That'd be such a good show. Oh my god.
But it's okay because Harry is a beautiful crier. Beautiful. Just like, please be bad at something. I can name some things that Harry is bad at though. Being good to women, dancing, he's bad at.
Oh, no.
He's really bad at it. He got sixth.
It's good. 6 is good.
He wasn't good at the Amazing Race Australia. He got 9th or 8th. He's good at everything else though.
He's really good at fucking his friends' girlfriends. He's really
good at it. Compatibility children, seeing eye to eye. I like the little Baywatch cut that they did. That was cute. Really took me back. But Steven and Alara just had this in the bag. Everyone else was fumbling like morons. Like, just watch what the other people are doing. Like, what are you doing? So
no athletic ability at all. None.
No, they should have been dismissed from the show. This is a challenge-based television show.
Yes, I'm telling you, put them all in a hall brawl. I want to see. I want to see Jess versus Dom in a hall brawl. Going 100%.
I think Jess would win.
Maybe, and Dom would be like, I don't know. Why am I here?
He would go full force though and still lose.
He would. He'd fall off. And,
yeah.
Why me? Why me?
Yeah. So Steven and Alara's date, they're like, oh, we're getting along so well. Blah blah blah. We get back to the house. We learn that Justin yelled out the wrong name of someone during sex. He yelled out the wrong sister. Micah did the same thing, but it was the wrong twin, not Kaz. So she's dated a twin before.
Yeah.
Justin reveals that he has a twin sister, and Chris asks, biological, fraternal, about Justin's twin sister.
What does he think that an identical?
Okay, so the first part, biological, it's like, oh, is it your step twin?
It's his step twin.
Yes, it's my step twin. It's my twin from my father's first marriage.
Oh, what a curious little mind.
But we're identical.
Yes.
And it's my sister.
Yeah, his sister's got a beard. His sister's got the curly hair too up top. Everything. I'm very, very identical.
I know that reality stars are stupid, but this is the next level.
Yeah.
Biological fraternal for a twin sister. Like, what?
Is this what the New Jersey public school systems produce, Max? Huh?
We're number 1 in the nation. He must have gone to a bad private school.
Woof. That was hard to watch.
Cracks and you can't save them. He must have been a dropout.
I like too. Justin didn't know how to respond. He was like, how do I make you understand?
It's not worth it.
I don't think I can. Yeah.
I would just be like, no, okay. He's a lost cause.
I'd just be like, yeah, we're identical.
Yeah,
I just lied to him so that he'd stop asking questions.
We get to the boardroom, and the options are Holly, Britton, Melinda, and Christine. I like Melinda. I was hoping that it would be Holly and Christine because they were both very naughty on their seasons. Melinda was naughty too, but Christine, she eventually got less naughty, but in the beginning she was quite naughty, and everybody was like, she's the horniest person here, so she's very naughty. But apparently she was too tall. She was too tall. So
And people don't like the talls in this house.
yeah, too
The
tall.
tinier, the better. They want
be
this
a
place to be an ant colony. Okay.
You need
They
to be
don't
a
wanna
short.
be-
You need to be short and brunette. That needs to be it.
We go for like brunettes. I feel like brunettes are sort of wife vibes.
Yeah, we're trying to create trad wives here. Okay, if you're tall and not brunette, it's not going to work out for you.
This show is called Perfect Trads, after all.
Yeah,
So.
we're creating whatever that place from Handmaid's Tale is called.
Yes.
What is that continent called? Anybody in the chat want to remind me? Narnia, is that what it's called?
Narnia. Yes, it was
Narnia. Yes,
it was. You got to go through the wardrobe to get there.
yeah. So Chris and Tolu are really connecting. She thinks Chris and whatever. In the boardroom, Alara and Chris didn't. Says Chris didn't make a move until she thought he was going home. They consider Christine, but yeah, Chris is a short king and she's 6 feet tall. They eventually get to Melinda and they think they're similar. And they address the fact that Melinda hosted the show that Chris was on, but they're like, oh, who cares that this is like a total breach of what should happen in the workplace? It's totally toxic.
We
It's
already ripped up that
inappropriate.
Netflix contract. It's fine. Dated and Related is long canceled.
It's a totally bad example for America. It shouldn't happen. The lawsuit waiting to happen.
I know.
But no, they're like, who cares?
But they're like, Chris isn't smart enough to be able to file a
Yeah,
lawsuit.
they're like, no.
It's not going to happen.
They're like, it's okay because she's a woman and he's a man. If it was the other way around, that would be a problem. That's their thought process, right?
Probably, yes.
Yeah, which is fucked up. I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm saying if it's the other way around, I don't think this would be happening.
Yes. It all worked out in the end.
Yeah. Next is Kaz. Alara says he needs some more energy, someone more his type. Brunette, of course.
Yeah, yes. Well, that's a given at this point.
But Steven says something which I think is pretty true.
I think Micah is, in the nicest way possible, a fun sponge. She takes this fun and it just soaks it all up and gets rid of it.
Well, I've never thought about Micah as somebody particularly fun. So I think that this is true.
Yeah.
I don't
know. She does, and he makes good points later on too when he's talking to Kaz, where he's like, "You're like usually a fun guy. You're like not fun." Right.
You're with Micah, you like are mean and like you suck.
You're like really boring.
When you're with Micah,
you're putting the audience to sleep right now.
When you're with Micah, I feel like you would be a bad father. I feel like she's rubbing off on you really poorly. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, Katrina B says, "You know who isn't a fun sponge? Shelby. Bring her on."
We've tried.
Just want to let you know we tried to get Shelby to come on the podcast.
She left us on red.
But we did try to get her to be a
We've
guest.
tried multiple times.
We've tried to get her on this podcast, but she also would have been great on Perfect Match.
We've
But
tried.
just like, we've tried.
Caesar from season 2. Don't even want to go down that dark road. It's the whole thing. All right.
Shelby actually got back to us after her original season and said, "Get back to her after the altar." But then we weren't. But then things just didn't really work out. So we thought, okay, maybe she'll want to talk to us during Perfect Match, but I don't know. I don't know what happened.
If you want to see Shelby on our show, everyone message her.
Yeah, message Shelby and tell her to come on this show.
Rascal Army, rise up.
Yeah, rise up. You want Shelby to come on, just DM her. Find her on Instagram.
Sure. Hey.
Yeah.
Dozens of voices are better than just us two.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. They consider testing Harry with Britain. Steven says they have this deal where they're gonna traffic girls into the house who are the same type.
I like that verb. I like the verbiage, traffic.
That's what they want to do. They're trafficking them into the house.
It's brunettes mostly.
They're gonna
Traffic
traffic
as many tiny brunettes as we can.
Well, that's what confused me about Britain. She's not a brunette.
But she is Steven's type.
Yeah, but I don't know if she's Harry's type. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like, I don't know. Yes, but
does she deserve to come into the house? No, because she's not Harry's type.
They have a deal that they are going to traffic women into the house that are each other's types, no matter what is best for everybody else or what's best for the game. They're just going to take these hot women into the house.
All right, we're changing the name of Perfect Match to Traffic and Trads.
Incredible.
It's got alliteration. It's got everything.
Wow. So they try to make it seem like Steven might go on a date with Britain, but that's not going to happen.
No. And guess what? I wasn't faked out.
I wasn't faked. I was like, oh, they do this all the time. You think we're stupid? Yeah, I was like, we
move it along.
I have to watch the Cult show after this.
Yeah. I think he's just trying to get on Jackass like Machine Gun Kelly. That's what he's trying to do. Because he wants to come out and be like, oh.
Anyway, Chris and Melinda, they're instantly like, what? Isn't this illegal?
This feels so wrong. Like really I feel so violated.
Melinda says she's looking for someone who is outgoing with a great personality. And I think I can stop there because Chris lacks that. So I don't think he's going to match up with that, right?
Right. Even Axel isn't really that, unfortunately.
He doesn't have a personality.
No.
I don't even think he's outgoing. Melinda says she admits that she gawked at Chris just like he gawked at her. Do you think she was like, oh my God, what an asshole? Do you think that was the gawking that she did?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
That's not what she's saying here, though.
Yeah. Well,
she's like, I had a crush on you too. But, it was highly inappropriate. So
yes.
But here we are now.
I didn't do anything, but they burned the contract.
So now I can say all these things.
They deleted the files. They shredded it. They did everything they could to make this airtight.
Dated and Related was completely wiped from Netflix. There's no video footage of it.
Did you see that Sam, winner of Circle Season 5, her cat made a cameo?
Hey, pussy. Meow, meow, meow.
That's the name of her cat that made a cameo on our podcast, Pussy.
Hey, pussy.
Wow. I just thought that was amazing that they brought someone's because Sam was offered to go on Perfect Match and decided not to.
Yeah. I thought Dom was outside for a second. It was
Hey, pussy.
Melinda asked Chris if he's open to matching with her. He's open to it because this is the better outcome. Chris, but what about your serious thing with Tolu?
I know. What happened?
What about love?
What happened?
Wow.
You gave her a lap dance.
I think Melinda might be shorter. I think that might be the better outcome.
That's true.
She's a couple inches shorter.
Yep. They like them short.
You know that like when you go into when like you're growing and like they have you stand against like the doorway and they like measure your height when you're growing up, do you think that like they have that to like measure the girls in the house to see like who they're most attracted to?
Probably.
Like when you come in, they're like, okay. And
they look up the nearest theme park and they head over there to see which roller coasters they can ride, which ones they can't.
And they measure them each day just to make sure, like, we just want to make sure you didn't like grow or shrink.
Yeah. You didn't have a growth spurt, did you? You look kind of tall.
Yeah, just to make sure. And they're like, they throw out all the milk. We don't want your bones getting stronger and you're growing.
Those are heels? Are those heels you're wearing? Are you sure you want to wear those today? You might want to go with flats.
Yeah. Taz and Holly. Holly tells us she can't date another stupid guy. Do you know where you fucking are?
Where you are? You're in Dumbtown.
Where do you think you are? Fucking the Ivy League? You're on Perfect Match Season 2.
You think you're at fucking Oxford right now? Huh?
Nick Uhlenhout isn't here. There's no MIT boys.
There's no MIT boys. Not this season. Shubi is not here, okay?
Can you imagine
Oh,
if Shubi
it
was
would
on?
be the best, especially if Xanthi was there with Shubi.
I know.
We just met fucking Shuby. Yes! Yes! Woo!
But Shubi fucking raging.
Do we have the soundbite where Shubi's like, I feel like really connected with this girl?
Let me see. That's a good one.
I love that one.
No, not on this soundboard.
Oh, bummer.
I apologize. I only have 949 sound bites on this
I
one.
know,
So I really need to build it up.
You got to build that collection.
Yes. So Micah and Tolu. Oh no, we'll keep with Kaz and Holly. They bathe each other in sand and clay. I do like that these dates that they're doing are more involved than the dates that they did in the previous season, where they were just like, we're gonna talk on the beach.
Yes.
And Calvin's gonna wear a suit. That was really funny.
This one, it's like they're forcing each other to touch each other.
Yes.
Right? Which actually sounds bad now that I say it out loud.
Have you ever heard chicken called fire truck? Have you ever heard this?
No. Maybe tractor.
Tractor from Footloose.
Which we talked about the other day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or the Mandela effect of people thinking that it's Dirty Dancing.
Yes.
I like how Kaz is like, is that an American thing of people calling it chicken? And everybody watching is like, no, who the fuck calls it fire truck? I don't even understand why it would be called fire truck. Do fire trucks
an American thing?
I mean, I don't really get why it's called chicken, but do fire trucks cautiously approach each other and you're like, oh, we don't want to knock into each other?
Yeah, I mean, they're big trucks. So
or we do want to trust each other? Yeah, that was odd. Micah and Tolu. Tolu says Kaz would be more respectful than to kiss someone on a first date. She's right. And she does talk about how she is suspicious about the timing of Chris being interested in her. She says if she's going out, though, she's going out with a bang. So they put on sparkly dresses. It's like the Keep Your Man 2000 and 5000 or something.
Mm-hmm.
They're going Terminator style. They're doing it.
What is that?
They're just making up words.
Oh, I see.
They're just saying they're going to keep their men. So they're dressing nice.
It's got to do the sparkles. You got to have sparkles.
You gotta be sparkles. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know that soundbite. That's a bummer. Melinda and Chris.
Johnny from 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, I don't. I was really hoping.
I also thought of another soundbite of his today when someone was comparing someone to, I think it was Kaz comparing the women to ice cream with the
with like the mint chocolate chip.
And I was like, that's
he did that, right? Oh,
yeah.
I go to the grocery store. I get Rocky Road. Sometimes I get mint chocolate chip. You know what I'm saying? Flavors.
That is exactly what he did.
I'm glad you have that one.
Yeah,
that's a fun one.
That's exactly what Kaz said. Anyway, Melinda and Chris enter. Hallie and Kaz enter. Why do they have to put like everything in the show that Harry says?
Yeah, because he's the star.
But like, do they really have to put in the show that Harry says that Steven cream pied Holly? Like, was it necessary for Harry talking about Steven having sex with somebody else to be in the show so lewdly?
Yes.
It was necessary
from a Netflix producer's point.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
You need to know every cream pie that Harry's had.
Yeah, I thought it was a little much to, Well, luckily they were like, but we'll let her say that he lied. I was like, I don't think that people should get to, reveal other people's sexual.
Around, sexualizing people and trouting trophies or whatever,
But also, like. You'd be like, well, like we both had sex with her. I'm like, well, that's a little far. And it's like, well, let me tell you the explicit result of the sex.
It's pretty icky.
Yeah, I was like, well, all right. Just can't you edit this out? They're like, no, we have a contract. We have everything that he says on camera. We have to put forth. It's like, okay, guys. Tolu points out that Holly is wearing a better dress of than Micah is.
Of like the same version.
Yeah, it's like the same. Yeah, Micah got hers off of Wish. So it wasn't gonna work out for her.
Temu.
Yeah, from Temu.
We supposed to be showstoppers, but baby, this show is stopping us.
Tolu's is a soundbite queen. She really knows what she's doing.
Yeah. Love Tolu.
Yes. Kaz has a confessional that he likes where things are going with Micah, but Holly came in with this fun, bubbly energy. He's like, yeah, it's really nice to, sit and be miserable with Micah, but Holly's is enjoyable to be around. It's weird.
I got to rub mud all over her body.
Yeah, and play fire truck.
Micah would never let me play fire truck.
Net will never. She's a fun sponge. Nikki Poo arrives and says, "Don't be passive, guys. Be active." And then everybody just bees passive. They just decided to be passive.
Yeah, they're all coupling up.
Yeah. This is where Steven tells Kaz, yeah, Bush Boom for you suck with Micah. And he says ice cream thing. Kaz and Micah, he tells Micah he's leaning towards her. Yes. But Micah's like, you're not instilling enthusiasm in me. But I think this is his way of like being as honest as
matching her energy, I think.
Yeah, I know. This is his way of being honest. He's like, I am leaning towards you, which he is, but he didn't want to be like, I'm definite because I had a good time with Holly,
Yeah. He's also being avoidant enough though to where I'm like, I think subconsciously you already know what you're gonna do.
Yeah. He says, you're my type, she's a type. I'll talk to you later. Then Micah and Holly talk, and Holly reveals that Kaz kept saying, you're my type. And Micah's like, well, that's not what he said to me. He said that Holly was like a type and I'm his type, So Micah's upset because she thinks that Kaz lied to her.
Wow.
Which he like kind of did. But
if Kaz wanted to break it off easier, he could have just said, I just don't think you're fit to be a mother.
I know.
That's all it takes.
I know. See, but I don't think that Kaz has made a decision yet.
No, but that really helped that conversation.
I think that at the point there, I think he could still stick with Micah, but we'll get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Based on his date unrelated experience. Melinda and Justin. Yeah, I mean, she's just going to fail. She has no chance. Chris and Tolu. Chris in confessional is like, Miranda's talking to a lot of guys. She could really leave me in the dust. But then he goes over to Tolu and he's like, I have a crush on Melinda. We were flirty and there was sexual chemistry, but it wasn't genuine like us. I'm so genuine.
The genuinity, he said.
The genuinity, the genuinity.
The genuinity.
So real. This is organic. I've never had a vibe with someone so fast. And they kiss and they match. Ben, it's real. It's not strategic.
Yeah. I got to bring up this comment from listener Maria here. What if that proposal that's supposedly coming is Chris and Tolu?
I thought it could be.
Woof.
It definitely could be. Chris says this whole thing with Tolu changed his opinion on dating entirely. He's never had a relationship that started off as a friendship,
Yeah.
Oh boy. Normally he finds them on burlesquedancerseekingtradwife.net. So this is a different experience for him.
Yeah, there's an app for that, right?
Yeah. Miranda and Holly. I mean, Miranda. Sorry, I keep calling her Miranda. Her name's fucking Melinda. It's Melinda. I wrote Miranda in my notes, but I know her name is Melinda. I'm so sorry. At some point, I started calling her Miranda. I'm very sorry, everyone. 12 lashings.
Apology accepted.
Thank you.
Chris is a bitch.
Yeah, she's not. She doesn't like Chris. Do you think she woke up to what was going on?
It could be.
Yeah. I mean, then Justin Elise match, Lawrence Devon match, Justin Harry match, Melinda and Holly, they realize that everybody is fucked up, is matched up, and they're fucked. And they realize they have to talk to Kaz. They both want to talk to Kaz. I'm not sure why talking to Kaz together is going to help them. Maybe Melinda is just being Holly's wing woman. Kaz and Micah talk, and Kaz and Melinda calls him out for lying. And Micah says, well, I feel you lied. And he says, okay. Well, and he goes to talk to Holly. And Micah says she feels that it's over. And Holly goes to talk to Kaz and says, am I crazy? Because I thought we had a connection. And Kaz says, no, Steven knows you're my type. And we're kind of left there because...
Cliffhanger. Yep.
Cliffhanger. What do you think's going to happen?
It's tough. I think he probably will go with the new person.
That's what I wish would happen.
Yeah.
But he was incredibly loyal on Dated and Related. He just stuck with Diana.
He doesn't want to look like a bad guy
the whole time. He's loyal to the soil. He just stuck with her the whole time.
We'll see. Does he want that sponge? Maybe he wants the sponge.
Is he sponge worthy, are you saying?
Yes. Is he sponge worthy?
Yeah. I mean, I just don't think that he's like, he cares that much about fun. Kaz is not like this big, it's like on the previous show, he was like this big fun character. He just stuck with this person the whole time. He didn't have a big edit. He wasn't like dating around. He matched up with somebody the first episode basically, and then was with her the whole time. So I'm not expecting a different result this show. People don't.
He has been, pretty consistently boring.
Yeah, I'm not expecting him to switch to Holly. I hope he does because Holly is a good character and is down to clown. So let's hope so. And it's more fun when we get new characters in the house. It's not good if it's just like, oh, people are going to start coming to the house and then it's like a revolving door of people.
Yes. Yeah. And the coupling up is boring too. So, yep.
Yeah. So hopefully there's like a mixture of stuff.
Yes.
Yes. Sonia in the chat says, what? There should be a proposal coming? Yes. In in like the first episode, in the first couple of minutes, they showed like what is to come, and we saw like the audio of the proposal, but we don't know who it is. So we've been trying to decipher what's going on. And
Vanessa renewing their vows.
Oh my god.
How cute would that be?
I would be so for it.
And guess what? All the people in the Perfect Match house, they're going to be the bridesmaids, the grooms, the ring bearers, all of that.
Oh my god.
It's going to be so cute.
Yes. Dom's going to catch the bouquet. It's going to be amazing.
What? Why me?
Why me? Why
me?
Why didn't I catch it? Oh, I did.
Alex Lake says, I haven't watched a single episode of this season, but I'm beginning to think Ben and Max don't believe in the power of true love. Wow. Maybe he's right. Maybe we don't.
Yeah. I don't know anymore.
I don't know. After watching this show.
After watching Perfect Trads.
Trafficking Trads.
Trafficking Trads.
Trafficking Trads.
I just don't know if I can believe in love anymore.
A journey to Narnia. It's hard to know.
We got to see that poster.
Yeah.
Oh, are you telling me that true love isn't displayed on reality TV every day? I don't understand. Every bachelor couple's still together. Every Love is Blind couple is together.
Perfect Match has the highest success rate.
Yes, by far.
Because everybody that
goes and Carousel have how many kids now? 4 or 5?
Everybody that goes on is truly single too.
Yeah.
Well, I get the vibe that a lot of people this season actually are single. I don't get a lot of like the same vibes as last season.
Just hold on that though, because we'll probably find out.
Yeah, but
Eventually.
last season, like they weren't
Stuff
even
came
bad
out.
at hiding it.
Yeah.
Last season, I was like, oh, Savannah definitely has a boyfriend. Francesca definitely has a boyfriend. Like it was so obvious.
Having said that, if you do want the tea on all these things happening outside of the show, things happening on social media, we cover all of that over at patreon.com/reality alert. We have our match center every week where we go through the social media. We go and give out awards to each contestant every week. We do all sorts of fun stuff, and there's tons of content from previous seasons. We have Perfect Match season 1 bonus content on there. We have Love is Blind season 1 is on there. All sorts of other shows that we have recapped. Check it out. Patreon.com/reality alert.
Yes, and Match Center comes out tomorrow for this week. So podcasting is not done. It comes out tomorrow, which is Tuesday, June 11th. And then we're going to be back Friday with the next recaps. So also leave us a voicemail at 1-804-BAD-BOYS. That's 1-804-BAD-BOYS, 1-804-223-2697. We'll play them on next week's recaps. Leave us your thoughts, any questions, anything you want to talk to us about it. Keep it short, keep it fun, and we will talk about it. We had a lot of people call in about Love is Blind, and it was a great addition to the show. Otherwise, leave us 5-star reviews, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
I've never had a guy suck my toes so much.